Okay everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on GT Sport and we're back with a track guide for the Daily Race C that is on this week. Now, I did this guide earlier. I obviously went on Kudos Prime, got the track that was going to be up for Daily Race C. It was Bathurst in Group 3. I wasn't aware that it was going to be in the night time. However, the track guide still stands. Obviously, soft tyres. It's probably more relevant really for me to do it in the daytime because this combination is more likely to come back up in daytime conditions. Now I will probably do this guide again with hard tyres because we are changing the way we're doing our track guides. We've incorporated more detail into these guides now, so thanks to everyone on the channel who's been watching my videos, watching my streams, donating, supporting the channel, becoming members of the channel. We have been able to buy our second camera for the channel, so this has enabled me to have the pedal camera and a steering camera for these track guides. Now I've used OBS to record this, so the quality might be slightly lower, but I've tried to keep it still reasonably close to how I recorded with the Elgato. So now we've got the added bonus of having, you can actually watch my steering inputs as the lap goes on with my throttle and brake inputs in real time rather than just seeing it through telemetry. I think this is going to be more beneficial to people to actually visually see what sort of steering inputs I'm putting in and how I'm correcting oversteer. So thank you to everyone that's enabling me to do this on the channel. We're going to go through most of the track guides again, obviously for the combinations that I want to do. This is the first one we're doing for Daily Race C. We're using a Jaguar Group 3 car. Now I did this yesterday on Sunday. I haven't checked the leaderboard. I think it's going to be competitive here. I felt like it would. It's got good top speed. It hasn't been BOP'd in the last update, so I wanted to try this out and see how it went round. I think we've done an okay lap. We're using the racing soft tyres obviously because they're the tyres that we're allowed to use for this week's Daily Race C. So we're going to go through the guide and you can see there we've now got them added cameras in for this guide. I really like the them in there. They show you the proper inputs that are going on. So going into turn 1, we're going to be braking just past 100 board on the right side, so we're going to slow it down. You're going to see there the braking inputs go in, the left foot is on the brake at this point, and we're going to be trail braking a little bit as we go into the corner. And at this point you're going to start chucking the car and you're going to see the steering inputs going in now on the right hand side. Look at the steering inputs, there they go into the apex of the corner. And at this point, you're going to see the throttle going back on. We're going to be using probably about 50% throttle there until we feel confident. And there, we're going to go to maximum throttle at this point and use the full width of the track as we come out the exit of the corner there. You see running nearly onto the grass, but just about staying on the track limits as we work our way up the hill. And we do that reasonably good. A little bit behind the ghost, but like I say, this was very much a base lap. I didn't spend too much time. I just wanted to get a base lap done, give you a track guide, and I did this on Sunday, so I just jumped on, got a lap done, and we'll probably improve this time as the week goes on anyway. So now into the braking zone, just braking where that grey tarmac is on the left there. You can see the braking inputs going in, and now we're going to turn in there. You can see the turning in starting to go in on the right hand side, and we're going to try and take that line through the corner very tight to the apex of this corner. And it's important to get on the throttle as early as possible. You can see I've already started putting my throttle in at that point there, and we're going to go very aggressive on the throttle. You can see straight to maximum throttle, and that's because you need to carry the speed up this hill. It is very important to carry as much speed, especially running these soft tyres. You've got a lot of grip on the car, so you can be very aggressive with the throttle inputs. Now we're going to be looking to brake just as we hit the apex of that corner there, and we're going to trail brake all the way up this hill. You do not put maximum braking pressure in. You can see trail braking all the way up the hill and staying close that white line before we're going to start turning in now. And we're going to aim for that apex of the corner. You can see there, putting the steering inputs in, trying to get the left-hand tyre close that white line, slightly miss the apex, which causes me a little bit of oversteer on the exit, which you can see there. We managed to save that reasonably well, only losing a fraction of time there, not too much, maybe just half a tenth or something, as we go up the hill now for this flat-out corner. Now, with the racing soft tyres, you do not need to lift. You can see here now, we're going to keep that throttle on 100%, and just really bite the car into apex, skimming the curb on the right hand side and using all the track as we work our way up the hill before chucking it into this very fast left hand corner in 5th gear. We're just going to give it a little comfort lift off the throttle. You're going to see the steering inputs going in there, and just a little comfort lift there off the throttle now, just so we can bite that left hand tyre onto that curb. You probably can be a bit more aggressive and take more speed through there, but I just like to give it a little comfort lift. And then the same thing through this corner. You're going to see just as we're coming up to the curb, we're going to hit that curb, a little lift off the throttle. You don't need to hit the brakes, it's just a little comfort lift off the throttle, and we're going to go aggressive with that steering wheel and try and hold the car at 135 miles per hour through this left hand corner. You can see they're skimming the apex, keeping the throttle down as we come out the corner, nearly 140 miles per hour. Then down into this very tricky section. You can see brake balance still on 0 with this kite, feels really nice with that. And trail braking all the way down this hill again. You can see it's not maximum braking inputs that are going in, it's just gentle trail braking all the way down the hill. And you start early because you want to scrub that speed off slowly, you don't want to be too aggressive, so that at this point you're not needing to put too much steering inputs in. You can see the steering inputs are just nice and progressive. And now we're going to start turning left to hit that apex of this downhill corner as you go over the crest there, trying to get the left hand tyre over the grass a bit, and be very careful on the throttle. A little bit of a short shift there just to dull the power so you don't get any oversteer, and then working our way down into this very tricky left hand corner. You can see again very early on the brakes there. You can see how early I'm on the brakes. This is because I want to be progressive with the brakes. I don't want to just be slamming on at the last minute because the rear will become very unstable. And then down into second gear, and you can see more heavy braking going on at this point because we want to try and line that left hand tyre up to skim the white line on the apex there. We pretty much do that perfect. And then you can see the throttle already going back on, and look at the steering input in now. This is important. We're on 50% throttle before we put maximum throttle on, because we've got such a large amount of steering angle going in there on the exit. If you put that full throttle on as you come out the corner with that type of steering input in, you're going to lose the rear end. You could see it nearly went on me because I was very aggressive, but I managed to save that now as we work our way into the final chicane before the left hand corner, the final corner. And you see that this is traveling at serious speed now. This Jaguar goes up to near 175, I think it is, in the braking zone, and you're braking just past our 150 board now because we got the soft tyres on. You can brake that a little bit later. Down into third gear, you're going to see there, and we're going to try and brake it, and just a little downshift in the second gear there at that point there. I'm trying to get as close to the apex as possible, and what you're going to see is I actually miss the apex slightly, and this runs me wide now, and because of that we can't get on the throttle as early as I would have liked. I would have rather have hit the apex better, and then that would have enabled me to power out the corner a lot better, and probably lost about a tenth or so there. Now into the final corner, you're going to brake just past the 100 board again, maybe closer to the 100 than the 50. Down into second gear again, trying to get the left hand tyre as close to this curb as possible. It's really important to take quite a late apex. You can see we've not even started turning in now we're going to start turning into the corner, clipping the apex there, and back onto the throttle at this point already. This is because we want to be on the throttle as early as possible going through this corner, and you can see flat out now all the way to the finishing line. And we're going to go over the line for a 1 minute 59.8, I believe it is. So not an amazing lap. I think there's another half a second at least to come off that, which we will try and do in the dark, and hopefully we can hook a lap up and get that done either today or tomorrow at some point. I want to be streaming the Daily Race C anyway tonight, so we'll probably do that in a bit. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that lap. I'm going to show you the lap now from the behind the car, and just to point out, you know, the use of the track and the full width of the track. You can visually see it a bit more now. And then I'm going to let you watch the lap from the cockpit again with the two other cameras on at full speed without any pauses, just so you can really see the oversteer moments and stuff like that, and how, you know, I'm catching it in real time rather than slowed down. Anyway, I hope you appreciate the added cameras in. Hopefully they can be of more benefit. Let me know in the comment section as well about whether this is more beneficial to you. I believe it should be, you know, to actually see the braking and to see the steering inputs going in. The steering inputs I think are really important because you can see when I'm turning in more now. It's all synced up correctly. I checked and I was really happy with how it's synced up with the brake, the accelerator, the steering inputs going in with real time with what's on screen. So I'm glad that it's worked, and we can start doing these more often in, you know, more track guides. Again, I know I've got the older track guides which are still beneficial, but I think these track guides are going to be better to improve the channel even more and to give more advice to people. I want to try and give as much input to everyone as possible when I talk about, you know, gradual inputs on the steering wheel, smooth throttle control. You can see it more now, and I hope it helps out. So please leave a comment in the comment section if that has helped you out, and let me know what you think of this track guide. I do apologise for it not being at night, but I couldn't foresee that they would have done it at night time, because they haven't done a night race in absolutely ages at Bathurst. It's actually quite strange because we were talking about this on stream about a week ago, maybe, yeah, it's about a week ago or more, about how we did a night racing group 2, and I said at the time I really wish they'd be doing more group 3 nighttime races and stuff like that at this track, and, you know, using the nighttime features. And then this week we've got nighttime, so just it is a coincidence obviously, but it's great to see that it's back on there at night. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a different challenge at night, and I hope you enjoy it. Anyway, we'll leave you out now with the proper lap, obviously at full speed without any slowdowns. Hope you enjoy it. Make sure you let me know in the comment section, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that notification button so you don't miss any future videos. We do upload as much as possible, and we're going to be getting back onto the track guides now that I've got this new way of doing them, and also streaming as much as possible. Thanks again for watching, and I'll be back very soon.